Let's get into him. Luke Barker up next, sits on line. This incredible GT86 2JZ under the bonnet. But damaged hands, talking to hands, caught his finger earlier on today in the paddock and said that he's got some serious swelling to one of his fingers. Can he make it round? Well, he said, I'm not going to mess around. I'm still back out there. I'm here to win this event. Goes nice and deep into outside zone 2. As Barker hammers down, look at that, very deep into outside zone 2, sorry. Now he comes down the hill. You can see him just bring that front of the car in, gets himself set up nicely on outside zone 3. That drone almost getting taken out by the wing on the back end of that GT86. Shifts up a gear. Does Luke Barker, hammers down, hits the rev limiter and finishes up a perfect run.
Yeah, very good run there from Luke Barker. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing the scores. Could he be a contender for top qualifier? We'll have to wait and see. The judges have literally been so critical on so many different factors this weekend. You know, we need to wait and see the scores. You know, we're just commentators.
We are. We're just mere commentators.
Mere commentators.
So, as you can see down there, cars being warmed up. We wait for the scores to drop in there. An 80 from Peden. Oh, Rich liked it. An 85 from Rich. And head judge James says an 88. There we go, an 84.3 for Luke Barker at the moment. And he'll be happily confident with that one. Luke Barker, 84.3 with a broken finger, a dislocated finger, who knows? He said to me, I'm not backing out, I'm here now, and I'm already in the top 16, technically, so I'm going for it. I want to win this event, I want to taste some champagne at the end of the day. Fires down, Luke Barker goes incredibly fast, oh, too fast! Showers the judging tower in stones, takes off the rear bumper, and has to abort the run as he goes into the gravel. And Luke Barker absolutely showers everybody in the tower with gravel.
We were diving for cover then.
It was arms above our heads there for a moment. It was, but it was, look, risk
up against Marshall Goodwin.
Yeah, Luke Barker now pulls up into the lead position to take on Marshall Goodwin. And Marshall Goodwin having an incredibly good weekend so far. Through the chicane comes Luke Barker. Marshall Goodwin needs to be careful now, just doesn't need to let him get too far away. Marshall Goodwin already pre-predicted this in that interview, and he said Luke Barker's just going to get away from me, and then I'm going to have to really work to try and keep up, try and shortcut the circuit maybe to try and catch him. And you can see Marshall Goodwin in the background there doing what he can, but then he falls back onto that qualifying line. The driver's told in the briefing, if you haven't got the car to battle the other driver, stick to the qualifying line. We can judge you on 2 qualifying lines and just with a lack of proximity. So Marshall Goodwin doing everything he was asked for in the driver briefing. Now we stop him around Barker to chase down Goodwin.
Yep, so they switch it around and it's going to be, like you say, Luke Barker will become the chase car, Marshall Goodwin will become the lead car. Obviously, a low power car in comparison to Luke Barker, so Luke Barker we suspect will keep that close proximity and put it on the door, but can Marshall do anything to sort of put him off and deter him from going through? We'll have to wait and see as Dale gives the thumbs up and sends these drivers on the way into the first corner. They go.
Yeah, through the gears goes Marshall Goodwin, and you can see Luke Barker there just hanging back, and he said he'd been watching Marshall Goodwin in practice yesterday and in the battles, and said that he's an incredibly good line driver and that he knew what he was doing. Oh, and Barker makes a mistake coming down the hill into outside zone 3. Marshall Goodwin holding his own, but he goes off track, and the pressure just getting too much for Marshall Goodwin there. Luke Barker goes for the overtake, looks for the wall. And I think that's all she wrote for Marshall Goodwin.
Yeah, I think the writing's there now, it's done there. But what a performance from Marshall Goodwin this weekend. Made it into the top 16 and has gone up against Luke Barker, another championship contender.
Luke Barker, don't forget that man damaged his finger. It was so swollen on the driver parade. Said to me, look, I'm in so much pain, but I'm going to keep going.
I thought that's why he said it was a thumbs up.
Almost, yeah, very good one. There we go, thumbs up all round, hands down. Barker to lead out Bagsy for a spot in the final 4. We're into our Funk Motorsport Grade 8. Bagsy smokes the tyres up the hill. That allows Barker to try and escape. Barker starts to pull away from Bagsy, throws up a smoke screen. Barker has turned that car up to 100. Bagsy not even in the show right now. As Barker was to floor through the centre of the circuit, Bagsy lost in a cloud of smoke trying to play catch-up, but nothing in it from Bagsy as Luke Barker sticks the car to the wall and says, Bagsy, where are you?
Yeah, Bagsy seemed to smoke the tyres, like you say, off the start line there. He just couldn't seem to get the traction, and Luke Barker just left him in his dust. So, interesting there, and obviously now it comes down to the proximity side of things. Will Luke Barker get on the door of Steve Bagsy Biaggioni? Well, this is a moment now that Bagsy didn't want to see, you know. Luke Barker possibly with the advantage, you know. Can he put Luke off? This is difficult now for Bagsy.
It certainly is. It's a challenge now because Bagsy sits in the lead position, and the only damage he can do is by putting in a sterling lead line, trying to drive away from Luke. But Barker complaining maybe of some car issues to our start line Marshall Dow, getting him to have a look quickly under the front of the car. And Luke Barker, that was an incredible lead from Luke Barker. He was up and gone, but as I said, Bagsy came up the hill. As he came up the hill, you could see smoke from the tyres already, so losing traction, losing ground, and that gave Barker a huge advantage.
Yeah, Barker just seems to be able to propel himself forward. Car just squats and goes, but Bagsy now, same again, a bit of smoke there as he heads into the first corner, and he fires it in.
Yeah, fires it onto the wall. Bagsy's going to go wide, just about holds it on the edge of the circuit. Barker holds back, backs out of it, looks for the dive down onto the door into outside zone 3 as Luke Barker parks himself up onto the door of Bagsy's PS13. Transitions, Barker early on the transition, noses that GT86 on the wheel as Barker pushes Bagsy to the wall.
Wow. Luke seemed to just get maybe a little bit offline and out of shape when getting on the door there between clips 5 and 6. I'm not sure how the judges will have seen it, but obviously much better proximity. And, you know, he was there when he was chasing, he was hunting Steve Biaggioni down, but this could be a big upset for Steve Bagsy Biaggioni, who was, you know, relying on... And there you go, Peden with a vote for Luke Barker. Which way is it going to go with Rich and James? We look to the graphic.
Oh, and there we go. Luke Barker gets the win, advances through to the final 4. Bagsy out of competition. Car to make sure that he doesn't get driven away from the way that Luke Barker drove away from Bagsy.
I think he's turned up the boost, straps a supercharger to it, you know, anything that he could have done.
Stuck on the stickiest pair of tyres he could find in the paddock. Well, here we go. Thumbs up all round. As soon as the hands drop, it's game time. Barker off the line. Robbie Burgoyne to give chase. They got the hill. Look at Robbie Burgoyne. He knows where Bagsy went wrong and he can't make the same mistake again. Robbie Burgoyne looks for the back end at GT86 and once again it starts to drive away. Robbie Burgoyne off throttle, sliding down the hill as Luke Barker hammers down, smokes out Robbie Burgoyne and now starts to drive away once again. Can anybody catch Luke Barker this weekend?
That car, that GT86,
it is a rocket ship.
Absolutely. It gains traction and momentum as soon as he puts his foot to the floor, and very difficult to keep up with that car. But I tell you what, Robbie did a fantastic job into that first corner, and he held his ground as best as he could. But the moment Luke Barker got to clip 3, and it was just pedal to the metal, and he was off. Yeah, incredible drive from Luke Barker there. And Robbie Burgoyne would have said, well, I mean, I had everything there to use. I don't know what I'm going to do. He's going to be stuck to the door right now, but Burgoyne's going to take everything he can, gets around that chicane as fast as possible. But look at Luke Barker on the back bumper on the door. He goes as they come door to door, wheel to wheel through outside zone 2. Luke Barker holds the throttle, rock steady. They come down the hill into outside zone 3, and Luke Barker's still with him as they come round into 4. Barker going to transition just at the same time, shallows up the angle, dives across the circuit. Luke Barker hunts down the door of Robbie Burgoyne's BMW. Luke Barker was stuck to Robbie Burgoyne like glue there, and the judges will have liked that. So we'll have to wait and see what the result is. You know, will Luke Barker or Robbie Burgoyne make it through into the final? We'll have to wait and see who will be playing it up for 3rd and 4th place battle. But I mean, Luke Barker, he's getting out. He's going to go and give Robbie some respect. He's like, fair play, lad. He's like, look, car's fast, right? That's exactly what he said. He walks over. You know, he's come a long way to be able to kind of compete here in the UK Drift Championship. And Luke Barker, he's not going to give up, is he? You know, he's going to. Well, he's not going to. Luke Barker's definitely not going to lay down and let him have his belly rubbed. That's for sure. Arunas, your first place qualifier, sits in the lead position. Barker in chase.
What can he do? What damage can he do? They come through the gears, steaming up the hill. Big initiation from Arunas. Oh, don't too much angle at him. Has to back out of it, and that opens the door for Barker. Barker looks for the side of that BMW as Arunas starts shortcutting the circuit. Barker holds onto it, starts to get some smoke thrown in his face as Arunas transitions through the middle of the track. Barker with a big dive. Barker goes for the dive up onto the door. A little bit of separation as Barker holds on.
Well, that was a great run from both drivers. Arunas really threw it in there, and like you said, slight correction, but Luke Barker, again, you know, maybe erring on the side of caution there. He saw how hard Arunas went into that first corner and thought, oh, is he going to keep this? Is he going to? But Arunas, the king of lock, you know, and put the smoke screen up, but one thing's for certain is that doesn't deter Luke Barker when he's chasing and the chase vehicle, and it's going to come down to potentially this run. You know, we don't know what the judges are thinking. We've not asked them for any decision yet.
Oh, well, there we go. A loose boot lid on the back of Arunas' car. And our start line Marshall Dale there just having a quicker look. Driftland, you ready for the final run of the day? Car. What was that? What was that? I expected better from you, Driftland. The sun's been out all day. Driftland, you ready for the final run of the day? Yeah, that's more like it. Let's get it heated up. We get the thumbs up all round. Luke Barker's rocket ship is in gear and ready to go. Arunas looks across, thumbs up, hands down. Here they go. Luke Barker through the chicane. Can he drive away? Can he take the win? Arunas is going to hold him down to it. Arunas gets left on the initiation. Arunas not in the fight. Barker hammers down. Oh, Arunas washes through the smoke to outside zone 3 as Luke Barker puts foot to floor through the centre of the circuit. Arunas not in the fight. Shortcuts the circuit once again as Luke Barker puts hammer to floor and smokes out Driftland.
That car of Luke Barker is just an absolute racing machine. Flies through the circuit like nothing I've seen before. But Arunas putting in
taking second step on the podium. Give it up for Arunas, ladies and gentlemen. That means that your round 2 pro winner is Luke Barker. Ladies and gentlemen, from myself, Marty, the judges, the whole crew here at the UK Drift Championship, we wish you a safe drive home. We'll be back in a few weeks' time for round 3 at Teesside. Grab your tickets because they're going to sell out quick. We'll catch you soon. Take care.